will we have the opportunity to know the truth about who is really, no, Queen of Swords in reverse. That's the liar card. No. Oh, nope, nope. That's a no. We'll never know, really. Because Prince Andrew was easy to throw under the bus because he'd already been named, repeatedly. But he ain't the only one, you know? He is definitely not the only one who participated in that stuff. Where his damn car went now? I gotta make sure I put the lid on this thing because these things keep flying in here. Nine of Swords. Anxiety, fear. Yep, we're not gonna get it. Because the Queen of Swords said they're gonna lie about it. Because the Nine of Swords say because they don't want to be found out. Anxiety and fear. They don't want to be found out. But as a result, they create anxiety and fear in the people who can name them. Because if your perpetrator won't be busted and imprisoned, that means he's free to make sure. Ten of Wands. The files. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But there are a few people there that are going to work hard in getting you as much truth as they can get out. I know the files that they released today, they were revising. People are like, the files are disappearing. So they were like revising some of them, apparently. They said that's all you're getting. You're just getting these 3 million files and that's it. So 96% of the files will never be seen. Will the files suddenly be corrupted? The digital copies, and then you accidentally burn the other copies? Okay. So Six of Wands is a victory card. However, it's in reverse. I don't think that's for us, though. So I don't think they're going to be successful. Oh, what? There's the horse on a fire card. Fire horse. By the way, a Knight of Wands is a fire horse. So I don't think they're going to be successful at keeping all of them away. Whatever trade agreements they just had with the people that they were protecting. It's interesting. I'm seeing female hands, and I really am getting female energy. This reminds me of the girl Molly Maria. What's the Molly lady name? The girl who did her own video, like she released her own recording. Y'all, thank y'all for getting your heart me. She said some of the other victims were blockers for her. Oh my God, y'all, I think it's cold again. I'm starting to freeze again. Florida, y'all. Molly, yes. So this might be something to do with those girls. The ones who were the blockers. They're not telling the full truth. Some of them. Some of them are not telling the full truth. That's weird. There's like one or two. I would say the Trump voters. Hi, Tiny. I would say them. Because how do you vote for him after what you've been through? And then They'll be like, oh, I never saw him. He was best friends with the guy you're blaming. No, I don't. I don't answer pregnancy questions. I don't answer medical questions. Okay. So wait. It's a broken pact. Thank you guys for getting your daily heart me. Thank you for the shares, by the way. And we're still not at 200,000. And I am now 4 hours in. That's strange. That's strange. It feels like a broken pact. You're showing 206? Okay. Broken pact. Broken pact. Broken pact. I'm gonna be honest. I am definitely a person who's like believe victims for the most part, right? I'm also Black, so I know that's not always a true thing, because Emmett Till, etc. Okay, that was at my split, and then I went to cover it up just now. Yeah, and then she came out too. Okay, so this is telling me exactly what I wanted to know. Some of them are not fully truthful. And when I say some, I mean like a couple. And I do think it's the Trump voters. Because the High Priestess just came out. The Three of Wands is like packing to go somewhere else, planning to leave, doing something. I think one of them is going to be found not to be a victim, but to be a perpetrator. Yes, Carly. One of them is going to be found not to be a victim, but to be a perpetrator. And then there's the Hermit. Oh my goodness. What is this Hermit energy? Because, okay. Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps. I'm sorry. I'm like feeling them. Like they're so strong right now. This is because I was gonna say with the Six of Wands, I was gonna say it's breaking the NDA, but as I was getting ready to say breaking the NDA, I instead heard breaking the pact. There was a pact. I don't know. All right, so this is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, you see, she's faceless and she's holding paperwork. And she has the papaya or whatever those plants are on her, and the pineapple tree, or is that a papaya tree? I know pineapples on a ship mean swingers. It's like we're down to trade, I guess. I don't know who, but I would. I mean, I could be wrong, but I would guess it is the Trump voters because they didn't make sense to me. I mean, of course, there's like Stockholm or whatever, but they didn't make sense to me to be talking about how this guy how this guy was so horrible to them, and then like, but that man wasn't, unless they're dark haired and don't look like Ivanka, because he was obsessed with his daughter. There's that. Who knows? But you would still know that he was doing it to other girls because y'all do talk. You went to parties together, But this is the thing. And the Eight of Swords. Trapped. Okay. So this is the Hermit card. You see how it's like, it almost feels like, dare I say, plagiarizing? Like taking notes from other people's stories and then using it to write your own. That's what, yeah. Okay, so what will happen? Again, if you guys want to get a personal reading, probably not now because I'm getting ready to wrap up. Maybe within like a few minutes. If you want to get a personal reading, this is the menu. However, if you want to do that at a different time, at a slated time, privately, then the information is where information is kept on these apps. In the description, if we're talking streamer, TikTok, you know where to find out information about people. I can't speak clearer than that because they violate everything. Okay, what's going to happen with them? I want to move on, and then I got to get to the next. What's going to happen with them? What's going to happen with that girl? Is it one? Oh, jeez. That's the next question. Yeah, Carly, I was in a travel group, and they were talking about the pineapples. I was like, what? Okay, I'll make sure not to wear those. Oh, there you go. King of Cups, Six of Swords, Death card. Death card. Man. King of Cups. It's a counselor. So it's like talking to somebody. King of Cups. You see? It's like they talk to somebody. And then they have their passport out because they're trying to leave. But that death energy is over all of this. So it's like, even if you keep the pact or what have you, even if you don't tell the names of the people that you know you should be telling, they're going to make sure you don't have a change of heart. Better fight harder for the rest of those files to come out. Or start telling your story on yourself. Like Molly. If they get Molly, then you know it's she told what she could tell. And she told everything. So it's like, I saw this person, this person, this person, this person. So now you can't silence me. Because I already said what I said. All right. Okay, so I think we answered all we're going to answer on the files right now. Oh man, we're supposed to read about February. Yep. Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. It's stuck. It's up and it's stuck. Okay, but what about when the regime is over? I feel destruction. I do feel destruction. I feel Deletion. I don't think it's gonna get out. I feel destruction and deletion. Like I see a button being pushed like that. I mean, people should have copies. I think they're real tight on that part. What's gonna happen when there's a shift change in power? What happens when there's a shift change in power? Oh, Jesus. Okay. He came back out again. The death card came back out again. The Six of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. That's different. I wasn't expecting that. So there's the Nine of Cups. So again, the work card. Work for your wish. Manifest, but faith without works is dead. You know, you're going to have to make it happen. So that's there. The Six of Pentacles is there, which is being benevolent, helping those less fortunate, you know, putting food on the plate. So I feel like there will be help with getting that done. You just have to show up. You know, ain't nobody going to bring the food to you. You got to go to where the food is. So you got to go to get the help. The death card is here. But death to what? I don't feel like that's death of the people talking. Death to what? Because the other energy underneath is Four of Wands. And Four of Wands is celebration, it's fire energy, it's usually the White House card that we have. Here it is. What's the significance of getting henna? Is it just celebration? It's expression. It's expression. What is it? What is the what is the significance of this? Okay. Give me that. Oh. What is the significance of the Four of Wands for this question of what happens after we shift power with the files? Ace of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands is courage and power, but it's in reverse. You're not helping me. Okay, there we go. Oh, Tower in reverse. And Six of Wands. These wands are wands and wands and wands. What's with these wands and fire and fire and wands? Okay, so the files will be destroyed. And it's weird because you know what? I don't think that'll be a totally bad thing. I think some people in the files will either be found out or die. But it almost feels like freedom to tell your real story. Or like freedom even to live your life without a story that could follow you. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to be afraid of it popping back up. truthfully, if you know that E is not dead, then yeah, you would. But because everything he put in the cloud, actually. So I don't know. It's interesting. But I do feel a sense of freedom with that. That's weird. Um, and then with the Six of Wands, it's like I I think what needs to be found out will be found out, but the rest of it is it's going to be enough to celebrate, right? Um, maybe his legacy is fully tarred, you know. Maybe the Supreme Court guy goes down, like you know, like some big fish will be caught. Everybody no, but people will feel heard and actually vindicated, even if all of it does not make its way. Um, it's not necessarily that they feel powerless. I mean, some will, but it's also like taking away the power too from them as well. Like, you can't hold this over my head. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Um, that's sitting in your own power, making your own way. Eight of Pentacles. That's creating your own power. It doesn't feel bad. It really doesn't feel bad for that tower moment to happen later on. It doesn't feel bad for that, for the files to like. It feels almost benevolent towards them that the files get deleted or destroyed. It's like you're free to live your life now. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? It's like you're gonna get some justice, but you're vindicated. We heard you. There's still some recklessness, and I think the recklessness is going to be in who does that, and it will be somebody who's rich, who orders it. But there would be enough seen, heard, done for the women to feel vindicated. But maybe not the boys. However, at the split is a boy, Chariot, and the look on his face is a little bit sinister. So he might get his revenge. I think he might get his revenge. Somebody better duck. Yeah. Okay. That's